another nighttime-looking one with the screens and stuff.
Ah, yes.
Shifting Splatforms.
Back to another industrial hellscape.
Yeah, here on the D-pad, where I'm Rick.
I'm Jeff.
This is Splatoon. We are we're playing the single-player campaign.
Single-player mode.
We're probably, I think we're actually a little over halfway through. We're probably like almost exactly halfway through the entire campaign. I didn't realize how short it was going to be. I figured it was going to be a longer thing, and then I looked, and I was like, oh, we've got 5. Unless there's more worlds, but also on the scroll screen, there's only like 27 pages.
Yeah.
So we're around the halfway mark in terms of how many stages there are supposed to be.
Kind of lend itself to saying that is the number of stages in the totality of the campaign.
Which is fine. They're not aiming for like a high, like some high art, like, we can't let you see behind the curtain at all.
I was kind of thinking to myself, like, if this is how the entire campaign just is, I hope it's not super long.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what else?
Hi, buddy.
Where do you go from here? We've kind of done the same thing a bunch already.
Yeah. Each stage at least has some new kind of gimmick going on.
Sure, yeah, these platforms going back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, you brought up the parallel to Odyssey earlier, and it really does feel like, I guess Galaxy was
a
little
bit more
because it's like disconnected worlds and stuff, whereas Odyssey was like kind of open world.
Right. In some ways, this does feel like there must have been some design team folks who worked on Galaxy 2, who then worked on this, who then worked on Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so much clearly shared DNA between them.
Obviously common stuff.
What is that? Oh, no, that was just a platform and you're standing on. Okay. Oh, boy. We're going to hang out for a second.
Don't go nowhere. I like that there's a safety alarm.
There we go.
Tells you the platform is moving.
Yeah, right. Beware, it's happening. Just want to look one more time. Yeah, we can go. Okay.
No railings, but there's an alarm.
Yeah, I was like, hey, buddy. Watch out. You might die. Thingamajig. It's a very scientific term. I appreciate it. We're men of science here on the D-pad.
Only the most serious and thoughtful of games with scientific basis.
Yes.
That's why we're playing Splatoon.
Oh, okay. You can tell because we take things very seriously, and when something doesn't make sense, we'll tell you.
So far, everything makes perfect sense.
Yes, this is normal. And we have no notes. No notes. Oh. Okay. This is an interesting... That's very interesting. I dig
Clever.
that. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging this. There's some interesting stuff that we're working with here. All right.
Well, it's just fascinating that I'm surprised you have yet to actually play the game Splatoon. Like, there were times where there were the enemies walking around, but you just had to go get the, living light bulb thing, and that was it. Like, it wasn't like, beat this team of AI at a Splatoon match.
Right? Yeah, we had one level that kind of felt like a simulacrum of an online Splatoon match.
Yeah, it was a map that could have been used in online play or something, but you still didn't actually have a Splatoon battle with the AI. They were just kind of running around. And
I'm assuming that there will be a level in later on in the game that is very nearly just an actual match.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad idea. Oof. Right. If for no other reason than we've already done like halfway to that, so like why wouldn't they?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of, when you were like, oh, the single-player campaign for Splatoon, that's what I pictured before we started. I was like, okay, so it's
going to be a bunch of like Splatoon
matches of Splatoon with AI on your team and their team, and maybe, the AI gets better on both sides as you go along, and you're actually playing like a match of Splatoon. But
I think you're meant to kind of go up on top and then make another ledge, but I kind of like the silliness of just going up the side for
hanging
all of
on.
them.
Yeah, I like it.
Whoop. I'm sorry. What the
is
fuck?
That
Jesus Christ.
it looks kind of like a
Also,
face.
it reforms the light bulb after a while? That's interesting. Ah, he's in pain.
Yes, they clearly look like they're always in pain.
Yeah. They're in pain. They're used for slave labor by one side, only to be rescued by the other to be re-put into slave labor.
Captured, yep, to go back into the power station.
Oop. Okay. I clicked on a thing and then stuff happened. Heralded by loud explosions, the great Octo weapons quickly stormed the Inklings' central stronghold. Victory for the Octarians seemed all but certain, but due to a plug being carelessly pulled from its socket, their hopes were dashed.
What?
Also, is that big photograph, which honestly looks like it's in part a reference to the famous Loch Ness, monster photo.
The doctor's photograph or whatever it's called, yeah.
It also looks a little bit like the Game & Watch octopus.
A little bit.
Leaning far to the side. If anything, its tentacles aren't far enough out. Like, the octopus from Game & Watch is a very horizontal sort of, thing.
Yeah.
But that's... I wonder if putting them side by side, they look similar.
Is that bag with a tentacle in it? Isn't that just like keeping a bag with somebody's toe in it?
Yes.
It just kind of feels...
It's a little weird. It's my lucky toe.
I cut this off of the opposing of our enemies in the race war.
Yeah, it's my trophy. Isn't it weird? Their physiology. Octoling assault, skirmish at the skate park. This might actually be a battle. It certainly sounds like
it.
one. Yeah.
Nope, it's going to be run around.
Oh no, this looks like a pretty legit. Oh, here they come, Octolings ahoy! I appreciate there's already some paint tracks for me to go run down.
Get sneaky and blow them down.
Yeah, we're gonna have sex.
Good job blowing them.
We're gonna have oral sex today.
Octoling is like, what?
Really?
This is why we started the race war in the first place.
Yeah. You weren't much of a giver.
I wonder how much I'm ruining our monetization by saying the word race war 7 times in a video.
Oh God, I hadn't even thought about that. The blowjobs and stuff though, that's a different story.
No,
that stuff's
no,
fine.
no
YouTube doesn't give a shit.
Dear YouTube, how many times can I say race war before you have a problem with it? Aw.
Oh, well, we found out the answer. It's not inaccurate either, so...
No, it literally is. And they're, talking about how disgusting and weird the other, people are. The horrible squid kids. Or Inklings.
Oh, come on. Why can't you blow yourself up?
So again, doesn't actually seem to be a normal, proper game of...
There we go.
Of Splatoon.
No, it's not quite. This is probably about as close as the single player is going to get in terms of that.
I wonder why they made that call. It seems strange to me.
I think, well, so for one, in Splatoon, you normally have... in multiplayer matches, you usually have a team of 4 for everything. So they might have just been rather than trying to simulate a four person team with computer stuff, let's just have you do kind of more espionage mission style stuff.
Yeah, tasks amongst what would otherwise be a normal map.
You've heard of Among Us, now try amongst them. Let's get all these little bloopy doops.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh, there's a thing up there.
I can't say that my attention is being held super well by this.
Yeah, Sarah was kind of saying the same thing, which is part of why she's not hopping on these. She was like, it's not really doing it for me a ton. And I think the later Splatoon games kind of get a little better at doing that.
Yeah, improve.
It's easy enough to the point where it's even as I'm playing it, I can feel my brain kind of slipping off it a little bit here and there. It is fun, Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not
Sure.
having a bad time, but I'm also certainly just kind of like, okay,
Not
yeah, we're doing this.
enthralled, exactly.
Yeah. And again, I think my understanding is Octo expansion, Splatoon 3 single player, and side orders has a little bit more to chew on, you know? Lady Luck shown down on the Inklings, and historians today agree that the Inklings' victory over the Octarians was mostly due to their superior number of limbs. That's a little racist on its own.
What?
I mean, literally, the Inklings are squids.
Yeah.
So they have 10 tentacles.
I guess, yeah.
The Octolings and Octarians presumably have 8.
They have 8. I mean, this is what happens. They're talking about how
There's
horrible.
a flip book. Look at the bottom
Oh,
right.
yeah. He's just rotating.
Are we going to find out that the cat dude is actually a zapfish in disguise? He does have a mascot head-looking situation going on. Is that his real head? He would also make him the only mammal alive in this game. Because
man.
I believe all mammalian life is dead by this point.
It was the age of the mollusk or whatever, right? Yeah.
So what's a big cat dude doing in this? That would be great if that's some secret thing. It's like, I'm a zapfish, but I know what you'll do to me if you find me a zapfish. And we're not going to look too hard into the allegories that are being accidentally made here by someone who's hiding out amongst civilization to not be noticed.
Yeah, I kind of the background lore is a little fascinating to me, but also it keeps clashing with the silliness.
Yeah.
I do love that it's a flip book, and that it starts out as one of those zapfishes and turns around into a cat head.
Well, I find it very interesting that it's like, the Octarians were absolutely going to win, and then an accident happened, and they lost, and the Inklings won, and victory. It's like, that seems odd and suspicious.
Yeah.
Something about that feels a little strange. I don't know how I feel about that. Undeniable flying object, Bluefin sighting. We got another big thing in the sky. Let's get at it.
Everything's so wet.
Yeah, it is.
The loading sound was.
Oh yeah. Looks like an Octo Striker Agent 3. Oh no, oh okay. So yeah, that is the dude that's sending the little rockety things at us then.
Yeah, the orbital laser strikes.
Yeah. This is, I think, a level from the game. I recognize this.
Okay.
I played multiplayer matches on at least the level that begins exactly like that. The rest of it might not be. But that at least was like very, very much a thing that is in multiplayer. That's very interesting. Because I recognize, I think this might be an actual multiplayer map.
Huh. I mean, it looks like it has like side paths and a central area of combat. And
Like, there are very minor differences in terms of, like, I don't think that the jet thing was there, but I have very distinct memories of playing an area that had this, like, exact layout. This absolutely is a multiplayer map.
Similar to this, yeah.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I want to check the other side just because I feel like even though they're not leading me in this direction, there's going to be some stuff that's over here. So I just want to keep an eye out.
I like the exit sign pointing at the ocean.
Well, funny part is the ocean, it's so weird because I guess the idea is the Inklings and Octarians evolved in a weird way because water is bad for both.
Yes. Yeah. It seems they've moved out of water as a evolved species and now like live exclusively on land.
Yeah, they also do all their ink stuff.
Yeah, and each other's ink is poisonous.
Yeah, you can only have to further the race war thing. You can only have your color of ink.
Yes. If you touch the blood of those disgusting Octolings, you will die.
Yes. Your ink will be tainted by their ink. Etc. etc. Yes, checkpoint. All right. Go up there in a sec. Oh, more armor. I want to find, where's our page?
These fishing rods?
What's that?
Things sticking out of your shoulders are fishing rods?
Oh, yeah, they look like fishing rods. I think those are meant to be antennas, but they definitely have a fishing rod thing going on.
Yeah.
That's different. I think also I've got like 3 stages of armor at this point, so. Okay. Yep. Oh, boy. Checkpoint, checkpoint. Yes. Okay. There's our page.
Okay,
All right.
that wasn't too bad.
Oh, time to go. Never mind. We're just going to move.
Say, stand still for too long and you're going to get lasered.
Yep. Yep. Oh, boy. Whoa. I did kill the guy, though, so that's good. Ooh, nice.
What?
Got a special weapon that I can use when I get up there. More armor. Okay. Okay. Get over here, no. Get over there, no.
Boss fight
Let's
time?
fight. This also looks very much like fuck, there's a Mario Galaxy oh, Bubbler is a defense thing, alright. There's definitely a Mario Galaxy fight that has a very similar vibe to this as well. Oh, I see. I think I want to lead him onto one of those or something.
And then activate it while he's over the top.
So that's gonna be kind of hard to do from a distance.
Well, he's got to cooperate and move.
Or I just have to catch up. Yeah, there we go. I just have to catch up to him and then do that. That's what that was. I was like, maybe I think I'm doing this wrong.
That boss fight could have been over in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it wasn't a real boss fight. What's next is a real boss fight.
Okay, so there is such a thing as like a
the nubbin dude. That was
oh
a boss.
yeah, that's right. That one actually had some like
yeah
structure to it.
Booding. Yeah. This is the only existing photograph of the legendary 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝙋𝙀𝙀 Splatoon. The young man folding his arms appears to be the leader. When this picture was taken, the Great Turf War had been raging on for over a year.
𝘾𝙃𝘼𝙋𝙀𝙀
Okay.
Splatoon.
Though that guy doesn't look like much of an inkling. Also, there's a cat there, like a regular cat.
Yes, just an actual
with the exact same markings. So, is this guy a mutant then?
Or maybe that cat was the mascot of the 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝘋
Maybe.
platoon.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on
I was very
here.
confused when they said 𝘾𝙃𝘃 Splatoon, but
Yeah.
I guess a Splatoon is a platoon.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's take a look at our gear. Do we want to upgrade anything? We don't even use these much. I guess these guys we use.
The splat bombs
the
were
more,
useful.
Yeah, the more radius we get, the better. Because those have been good for clearing out stuff that's a little too far away for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can throw them from behind cover.
Yeah, exactly. I think I want to save. I think these three I want to be continuing to save for and like do that. These ones we'll kind of pick up at the end because we don't really use them much.
I mean, in my opinion, rapid and bigger grenade are like.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, look.
Boss Kettle.
Oh, horrifying looking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it also makes me wonder if Captain Cuttlefish is the one from that picture.
Oh.
The young man with his arms crossed.
Actually, yeah, that very well could be.
Kind of look. I mean, with
he does have a similar look to him with the hair and the little beard bit too. That's probably exactly what that is. Good catch. Well, why don't we come back next time? We're gonna take on the rampaging Octowhirl.
The rampaging Octowhirl.
Watch him spin.
Bye.